So this is a cooler disc golf bag. I made it so I could have something to sit on during the round rather than carrying a stool. Sits on the back pretty nicely. It can get a little uncomfortable in the back from time to time, but it's not too bad as long as you're not jostling it around too bad. So I got a little putter pocket on the front here. I just screwed in, put some big washers on it so it didn't rip through. As far as putting your discs in, it's really important to have a piece of material inside for the discs to sit in. Otherwise it gets really loud with the plastic discs banging on the plastic cooler. There are about 1,000,001 different coolers on the market, and not all of them are the right size. So for me, a disc is about the width of my hand, spread out as far as I could go. So there's just a little bit of wiggle room in this 24-quart Rubbermaid cooler. I think it's a good size, and it was only $17. Another nice thing about this cooler is that the top is pretty easy to open. With some of the higher end coolers, once you closed the cooler, you kind of had to use two hands to open it. I also generally carry a 6-pack cooler inside of the cooler to carry beverages and or storage. With that, I can still carry 14, maybe 13 comfortably, and then a couple discs there. As far as the cup holder goes, this was probably the most challenging part because I didn't want this screw to stick into the cup holder too much, nor did I want it to stick into the cooler very much, which would potentially scratch discs or rip the cooler. I generally just keep my beverages in a can koozie inside of here, otherwise they'll be damaged by the metal. And I also took some PVC just to use as washers so the cup holder will stick off of the cooler a little bit, which makes your beverage easier to get in and out. So the cooler itself was $17 at Home Depot. The screws were a few dollars, so it's not a bad $20–$30 investment.